As always, we keep on saying, ukiamka ukiona siku ya leo, start with thanksgiving, start with gratitude. And I hope you still have that book that you write 3 things that you're grateful for each and every day. At least it can be even the simplest things. Just make sure you write them down there. It's a reminder ya kwamba no matter how tough things are, no matter how messed up the world may seem, there's always something that you ought to be grateful for. Again, if you have woken up, that means God has a plan and purpose for you. So even as you start with gratitude, ask God to guide and order your steps, even as you pursue your destiny, as you pursue his purpose and his will over your life. Okay, amazing. Now today being the 19th of August 2025, we're going to have an amazing show. There's so much that is lined up for us, but before we get started, there's something that I would like to share with you. Okay, so it's something I came across social media. It's a story, a very amazing story that has so many lessons from it. And I think we can learn something, a thing or two that we can implement in our own lives as well. Okay, Lisema, life is very amazing. And there's always that process of learning and relearning things. However, just make sure each and every day you're doing you're either learning something, you're unlearning something that you thought was right and is not, or you're relearning something that maybe you knew but you forgot as time went by. Okay? So this is a story about a young man, okay? Alikuwa anapeana story yake whereby there was a time he got to when he was in around campus, akaamua he needed a change in his life and he didn't know how to foster that change or how to come up with that change. But now he used to go for therapy sessions and the therapist akamwambia, I want you to pick one thing that you can do for your community, because sometimes we are so self-centered, we forget that there are people around us. So I'll just pick one thing that you can do for the community, and I want you to try do it consistently, okay? So place alikuwa naishi na kwenye alikuwa anaenda campus, it was a distance, it was about like a 20 minutes walk. So akaamua each and every day as he's headed to campus, atakuwa kiokota, akipick up trash, okay? As he's headed to school na pia akitoka shule anaenda pick up trash, sawa? So one of the friends akamuona siku moja na akanotice what alikuwa anafanya, like that act of picking up trash, na kaenda kamuuliza, hey, what are you doing? Ako like, well, I'm trying to make a change, I'm trying to make a difference. So each and every day, na alikuwa anafanya kwa peke yake, I'm picking up trash. So rafiki yake ako like, okay, you know what you're doing is good for the community. So here's what we'll do. I want us to do it together. And not only us, I want us to go to school, campus. Let's talk to all of our classmates, okay? I want us to do this for the community. Tutakuwa tukienda, tuna pick up trash, tunaenda tuna clean the community around us. And it was a deal. So the moment they went back to school, as they were in class, before mwalimu aingie, before the lecturer aingie, the friend akaamka ako like, okay, so guys, there's this idea, we're going to pick up trash, nini. So akapitisha a list, a paper, whereby watu wajaze majina wenye watatokea ku pick up trash. And people were so excited. So they planned for the weekend, so that kila mtu akuwe available. And now, these 2 guys, wakacha ku pick up trash, waiting for that grand weekend, walikuwa najua itakuwa cleaning moja kali, okay? So the moment it got to the weekend, wakagather. So these 2, the guy who was picking up trash and the friend, they went to where they had agreed to meet up with these guys. They were supposed to meet at around 10, okay? They get there at around 9 so that they can prepare things. So wamekuja na cleaning things, za kupick trash, nini, dustbins, all that. So waiting for the rest to come at 10. It gets to 10, there's no one there. Okay, it's just the 2 of them. They're like, okay, maybe they're running a little late, nini, kidogo. 11, there's no one there. Okay? Okay, like, okay, let us just give it time. Look at this traffic, there's, they're giving them grace. So let's give them more time. 12, there's no one there. Up until the end of the day, no one showed up. Now, what can we learn from this story? Ya kwamba, the person with the vision, yeye ndo anaelewa the weight it held. That's why alikuwa consistent na alikuwa na carry through nayo. Despite the fact that alikuwa nifanya peke yake, he didn't even mind. Even if others were seeing them, he knew why he was doing it in the first place. Sometimes people will come along who will buy into your idea and you can move together. But sometimes you will sell it to the public, your vision, but they won't buy into it because they don't understand the weight of the matter. You do. Now you can't postpone your vision until others understand how much it means to you. Because if you keep waiting for people to show up, they might never show up. Does that mean you have to stop what you're doing? Wangeachana na cleaning waseme, ikitu ni kama hata haigi, wacha tuachane now because people didn't show up. No. Okay? So the vision that you have, only you understand the weight of that vision. So make sure in whatever it is, when you wako nje, the people surrounding you, the public, the society, let them not negatively influence your vision because they are not supporting it. Because you understand the weight of that vision, okay? And by the grace and help of the Almighty God, He'll be able to give you the things that you need so that you can be able to carry through with that vision that he has placed before you. If God gives you something, a vision to carry, he even gives the resources for it. It's up to you to ask for the resources, consistently, persistently push until you achieve that which God has intended for you. Amazing. So yes, that is the lesson that I learned from that story. Probably you have seen it from another angle. You can share with us and tell us what else can you learn from that particular story and how are you going to implement it in your everyday life. Okay, amazing. So kwa wale ambao wanatufuatilia MBCI TV pale upande wa Facebook, I know you already know what the topic of discussion is today and the guest that we have. We're talking about reconciling the family, okay? The family is an amazing unit. It's a blessed unit. It's a unit that was ordained by God. And I will say, the family is very, very important. Lakini kwenye tumefika, there's so many bloodlines and it has been watered down by so many things that are affecting us, so many influences that are around us, whether social media, whether influences or peer pressure from fellow peers. And I will say it has really affected how we relate or how we interact in families. Tunajua kwamba saizi watoto wako nyumbani, okay? And the families whereby people do not communicate. And kama ni communication, it's the aggressive kind of communication. You can't sit and talk like a family. You know, that's where nurturing happens, okay? The family inakusaidianga di kuweza kujua who you are, where you come from. It is very, very important. But now if there's an issue in your family, it's going to affect you in the long run, because that's where childhood traumas are born. That's where so many vices are born, so many behaviors, disorders, narcissism is born from that. So many vices can happen during this period. Now, since children are at home, we want to address the children and the parents. We want to help this family unit come together so that it can be stronger, okay? The bond can be stronger, so that isikuwe ni ile situation ya mtoto anafikiria kufunga shule ama like they can't wait for schools to reopen watoke to home. They're like, no, I don't want to be here. They consider school more home than the actual home, okay? So that is the discussion that we're going to have today. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Amshata watoto kama bado hawajamka. As you're taking breakfast, as you're chilling, as you're just having a good time at home, you can follow through with this conversation and you can learn a thing or two that you can implement in your own life. Tulisema relationships are the basic foundations of human interaction. So it's very important for us to invest in the right way in our relationships so that we can be able to grow as well. Okay? Amazing. So maybe a quick run through of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to have the topic of discussion. We're going to have relation tips by Joyce Sandeso. We're going to have Did You Know? And today being an African Tuesday, any African song or whatsoever that you might have, send it our way and you're going to have a chance to play it right here, okay? And again, remember to follow MBCI TV and radio across all social media platforms so that you can be getting updates. Sasa unaona kama saizi kuna wenye hako wanajua what we are talking about, but now if you follow us, you will get that information earlier than everyone else. Na sasa si vibaya being in the know. It's very important for you to know what is happening around you, okay? In all dimensions and in all aspects, okay? So maybe we can get the question of the day so that we can know what question we're going to be interacting with. And the question that we're going to be focusing on is, what is a major cause of broken families? What is a major cause of broken families? You can share with us from your particular perspective. Unaona history of broken families inaletwa sana sana na nini, and maybe you have experienced it. You can share with us and tell us what your experience was. And ni sawa if you want to also remain anonymous, we don't have to say your name out loud, but you can share with us, and you can do that using our numbers 0721 105 105. That is WhatsApp, and also normal text message 23814 short code, which is absolutely free, and also MBCI TV Facebook page down in the comment section, and MBCI YouTube official down in the comment section. And if time allows, we'll have a chance to interact, read that feedback so that we can be able to help each other in the long run, okay? Amazing. So without further ado, let us get the guest profile so that we can know the guest that we have with us today even as we get started. Okay, yes, so and also remember, oh yeah, there's a very, very important thing that I had forgotten to say maybe before we get the guest profile about Nairobi. MBCI radio is now in Nairobi, okay? So many people in Nairobi when you like some, oh, frequency in Nairobi kunaenda aje 96.9 FM, okay? So if you are in Nairobi right now, you've never listened to MBCI radio, like live kwa radio, this is the frequency for you, 96.9 FM. We can get blessed together. And radio has amazing shows. It has amazing hosts. And it has amazing, amazing content just for you. We have Macheo, ambayo iko na Dada Ena and Double M. We have Kitty Moto, ambayo iko na Chela, iko na Jacinta, iko na Masai wa Yesu. We have the vibe showing, iko na Faye, iko na Sereti, iko na Kanja. We have amazing, amazing, well-packaged shows that are meant for us as believers, and also timely news. It's important for us to know what is happening in our country, so that even as we are praying to tune in lunch hour, to tune in morning glory, we know what exactly we are praying for. Okay, tulisema ignorance is not bliss. Okay. Know what is happening. I know it's negative, yes. Don't consume again too much negative, but just know what's happening. Alafu unaikanta with the positive. Unasema God has a plan for us. And despite the fact that things are not looking right, things are going to be okay. Okay? Amazing. So let us get the guest profile as we start.
Reverend Charles Musambi is a multifaceted leader serving at KAG Springs of Life Chapel in Gilgil. With a heart for ministry and a passion for helping others, he also works as a counseling psychologist and a trainer at KTTI, where he empowers individuals through professional and spiritual guidance. Married to Pastor Rachel Musambi, Reverend Charles is part of a dynamic ministry team that reflects their shared commitment of faith and service. Together, they have built a beautiful family, embodying love, unity, and dedication to God's work. Known for his compassionate approach and ability to connect with people, Reverend Charles combines his expertise in psychology with his pastoral calling to address emotional, spiritual, and relational challenges. His ministry emphasizes healing, growth, and equipping individuals to live fulfilling Christ-centered lives. Through his leadership at Springs of Life Chapel and his professional contributions, Reverend Charles continues to make a meaningful impact on his congregation and the broader community. His life and work stands as a testament to his dedication to faith, family, and service.
Amazing. MBCI family, ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you none other than Reverend Charles Musambi. Good morning.
Good morning, Sylvia.
How are you?
I'm well, I thank God.
Yes, it's an honor having you here again and again and again.
Wow, I'm humbled.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me. Yes.
Really appreciate you taking your time off your schedule to be here so that we can be able to address the many viewers, the many people who are listening to us and are following through, who have an aim of trying to improve their relationships.
True.
And right now we're talking about the family unit, which is very, very important.
True.
But as we look at things, kwenye zimefika saizi, I will say we are not in the best place as a family. The family unit needs to be reconciled. People need to come together. That is parents and children. We need to come together. And I know the family is big. There's also the wrangles that happen with the extended family. But it has to start from the nuclear first before we get to the extended.
True.
Now maybe we can start with that. What does true family reconciliation look like? Or what should a healthy family look like?
You know, when we are talking about family, this is something that God treasured. This is the treasure from the thought of God. Remember, the initial plan for God is that he may create a human being and they may subdue. This subduing is in the system of the family. In psychology, we call the family systems. Without a family, there will be no continuity of the generations or the humanity. So because the family is the point where God wants to fulfill his purposes, especially on earth, before the second coming of Jesus Christ, you realize the devil is targeting the family, and that is why I'm so grateful to you and the management for allowing us to share with the viewers, especially on issues of family. Because when we don't have a family, we don't have a society, we don't have a nation, and everything collapses. So a family is the central point where we begin from the will of God and even us to be who we are. Remember, Sylvia, you and I, where we have come from, we are who we are because of the families we have come from. Somebody took care of us. So when we come on family reconciliation, this means there must have been a breakdown somewhere in the family. And as rightly as you have put it, there is a challenge in the current family. It is either between the husband and wife, or husband, wife and children, or husband, wife, children, and the extended family. So it surrounds, it goes around, and we always say what goes around comes around. So whatever that is going around the family, it is coming around the community and the society, and the next generation is being affected. So why this family reconciliation? Because there is a lot of breakdown. A lot of breakdown, as I heard you mentioning in the beginning introduction, and you mentioned, there are those children who feel like they are more safe at school than at home. That was not the intention of God. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 18 tells us God has reconciled us to himself. And so he has given us a ministry of reconciliation. The best place to be reconciled first before you grow to a family that God intended, it's at the family's level, especially the nuclear family. So this enfranchise, this separation, breakdown in families have caused even the children to be crying, have caused the parents. Even as we are handling this topic this morning, maybe there are students from university, wazazi wanaona huyu mtoto ametufail university, hata sasa ni wanini. That is a breakdown already. And these children are crying and suffering. Kuna watoto wako high school, wamekuwa neglected during this vacation. Wanasema hukupata grade nzuri. And this has, it all comes down because there is a breakdown in a family, and hence the need to reconcile. Yes.
I think I will say that with that explanation, I think now we can see where we are as a family. You can see whether there has been a break somewhere that needs reconciliation to bring the family back together. And the way you have put it is very amazing. The fact that it can be caused with even small things as a bad grade in school, cause the relationship between maybe the son, the daughter, and the parents in a corner issue. So it even arises from the smallest things. Maybe we can touch on that, like what might be some of the causes that might bring about family breaking.
Remember, when we are dealing with premarital and marital counseling, we say communication, finance, and relationship, love is the basis of any family. Let me begin with communication. In today's society, we have a breakdown of communication. People are communicating with social media as opposed to one another. And I think I was speaking to one of the families, and I told them, I think you should set aside a rule that kuanzia saa moja ya jioni mpaka saa tatu hakuna simu, watu waongee.
You have to sit and connect. Very true, very important.
Last week I was, we are making a construction in the church, and this is on a light note. And when the construction is going on, these young people are just, kama hawafanyi kazi wako kwa simu. And one of the young guy had 2 phones. So hii ikiisha moto, anakimbia kwa charge, anaweka kwa charger, anachukua nyingine. So when I noticed, I realized this one is not going well with this boy. Juu hata anaambiwa chukua, leta hiyo maji, hasikii, ako kwa phone. So I decided for the next 5 hours, no phone. And I saw this guy like almost depressed. This is the reality.
They used to
afadhali afanye kazi yake lakini ana watch kwa phone, bora tu ako nayo. Communication breakdown is happening in families. When we come even on a dining table, kuna mtu ambaye anakula, mtoto anakula, baba anakula, mama anakula, na kila mtu ako kwa phone.
They're not even communicating, getting to know siku ilikuwa aje. What was the highlight of your day?
You know, my wife, Pastor Rachel, one day it happened to me. And I want to self-disclosure. So I'm from work, nimefika home, people are calling, and it was, I think, a Tuesday after our radio show. And so I'm trying to go through messages, na ameniwekea hapo chakula. So she likes teasing me, and we love one another. So by mistake or by good chance, she wanted to get my attention. Nilikuwa ninakula na ninasoma message. So akachukua chakula akatoa.
To see whether you will notice.
Guess what? Niliuma kijiko kwa meza.
What? You are so absent-minded because you're so glued to your phone.
That is me.
You are not present in that moment.
Exactly. My wife the whole day has not seen me. She wanted that communication. She wanted to see me eat well. And I apologized to her. And I realized we are not communicating. And that is exactly what is happening in families. People even on a dining table, kila mtu na phone yake, kila mtu na laptop yake, kila mtu na tablet yake, they are not communicating. That breakdown of communication is causing a lot of breakdown in families. Right from husband and wife. Wengine hata anaenda kwa bed, anaweka simu pale kwa pillow. They are
not. He has to be there.
Exactly. And this is leading to many families to break down because people are not communicating. People are not expressing their feelings. People are not saying how they feel. We are not giving children an opportunity to express. I can bet with you, and the parents who are watching this program, how many times have you sat down with your children and asked them, mulipewa assignment, mulipewa homework, shule imekuaje, ungependa kufanya nini during this vacation? Breakdown of communication is causing a lot of conflicts in families. Number 2, financial issues. Issues of finance is taking a toll to every person. Unajua kila mtu anasema ati kuna economy mbaya. But let me challenge our viewer. Even in this economy mbaya, kuna mtu amenunua sahi KD, CG, KDU.
Very true.
There are people who are making life in business so well.
They're opening businesses.
And I like that story you gave. That you don't wait for people to build your vision. You build it. Let them recognize it and join it. Many people are busy complaining, negative energy. And finances is causing a toll to many. Not that they don't have finances. They don't know how to manage the little they have. You know, kuna mtu ambaye anapata shilingi 300 kwa siku na ako very happy. Na kuna mtu anapata 5,000 per day. They are complaining.
They're like, it's not enough. I need more.
Exactly. What is the difference? The one is managing his 300 very well. The other 5,000, he's not managing it well. And it is causing a lot of chaos, conflicts in marriage, in families. Watoto wanataka hiki, mama anataka hiki, mzee anataka hiki, and at the end of the day, hata mtu ukitaja tu pesa anaanza kukasirika.
Don't mention money here.
Don't mention money. Pesa. Actually, they become... Even in a Christian family, allow me to say this. It's happening even in Christian families. Mtoto anasema, "Daddy sina sadaka leo." Unaona mzana kwa wewe unaona watu wanachimba wapi pesa?
Hapa tuna kwa miti gani?
Miti gani tunapandanga inatoa matawi pesa? You get. So these financial issues is taking a toll on people. Not that there are no finances. Finances are there. We have, God has provided us with resources. But how are we managing our resources? Number 3, unexpected or unfulfilled expectations. And on this one, my sister Sylvia, it is a two-way traffic. There are expectations ladies or wives expect from their husbands. The expectations husbands expect from their wives. There are expectations children expect from their parents. At the same time, parents expect something from their children. For instance, mzazi ambaye anakuja nyumbani mtoto hajafanya kazi yoyote.
Ameshinda tu ametulia the whole day kwa simu.
Ana watch TV ama simu TikTok, anafanya kila kitu, hata vyombo vile alikunywa aliacha hapo kwa meza. And guess what the parent will say? Kazi yako ni kukula tu hapa na kukaa na kuwatch. Hawezi fanya kitu kwa hii nyumba. And then this child feels, Dad, you know, I'm just a kid. Mom, I'm just a child. This is child labor. Mama yake, Mom, this is child labor.
What? Just doing basic chores.
Why? Expectations unfulfilled.
Expectations.
And this one, kuna expectations wazazi wako kwa watoto. And I want to speak to parents this morning. Please communicate your expectations to your children, to your spouse, to whoever that is in that family. If you don't communicate these expectations, it's going to cause conflict in marriage and in family. And you will find people are colliding. Do you know kuna watoto ambao hata mzazi akiingia wanaenda kujificha?
They can't be in the same space as them.
They can't face to face with their dad or mom.
What?
Others, they desire even to go kazini na baba yao ama mama yao wakae kwa gari. Ama wapeleke kwa maybe a garden wacheze, dadi yake maliza job tuende na yeye home. Juu home mom hakukaliki.
What?
Juu home dadi akiwa hakukaliki. Because there is that disconnect. And this is really affecting our families. You can imagine, and that is where you mentioned trauma comes in. When these children are growing in this trauma, expect them to grow with it to the point that when they be adults, this trauma will affect them in relationships.
How will they relate with others?
Yes.
There will be an issue.
They will.
What? Okay.
Yes.
I would say that the conversation is going on well, and we have mentioned, or we have talked about some of the causes, the major causes that cause these family breakages.
Yes.
Now, there are situations whereby we've had of a time when people had conflict, and then they got to a point whereby they just decided to call it quits, not even communicate, and just separate.
Yes.
Are there instances whereby inafika tu, yani, your conflict, hakuna resolution completely? And how do you handle situations like that? Is there a way that silence will solve the issue instead of reconciliation?
Thank you, Sylvia. And I want to share with our viewers this.
Yeah.
Relationship, when it gets to a point of being abused, either emotionally, physically, that is a point we always take a hold. Just take a break.
Yeah.
So that you can sober up, both of you. I always tell my clients that when it comes to a point of somebody is abusing you physically, it has gone beyond. Remember, it begins by emotional abuse. When somebody is abusing you verbally, and maybe the children are being abused. There is a case that we had, and this is not a good scenario, but it was on the news this last week. And where is it in Makwen, where this man burned the children, and he tried the wife and tried to strangle himself. And the children were saying, according to the neighbors, they said that the children were saying, Dad, don't knife my mom. Usidunge kisu mom.
Why?
You know, if this person got to a point, and they witnessed, the neighbor said that, you know what, there has been a conflict. If this person had somebody to support them and tell them, just take a break. My viewer, we cannot wait to bury you. We cannot wait your children, the whole generation, to be destroyed. When it gets to a physical and emotional abuse to the extent that you have tried all the avenues to resolve and it's not happening, take a break in your marriage. Take a break in relationship. And that is why we have the children's office in the government that come in to support even those children that are being abused. That is why we have a reconciliation way, even in the church. Come forth, speak it out. We are not here to stigmatize you. We are not here to make you feel you are the problem. We are here to support you. And I want to speak to this. When that time comes, yes, it gets to a point we allow them to separate. So that people can come back to their senses and think soberly. Then at that moment, during that moment of separation, we are giving them a chance to come back to their senses, and that is where we are creating reconciliation process. They don't separate to divorce. They separate to come back to their senses and realize, was I in this relationship for a reason, or is it the right thing I'm doing, and is it something I want to walk with the rest of my life? Because we have many ladies, we have not just ladies, even men who are abused, and they are living in pain. They are in the church, they are in our societies, they are in our families. It has happened to some of us, to our family members. But after that separation, when they were taken through the process of healing, they realized they were wrong. And that is where people come back and ask for forgiveness, and you find that family becomes the best family ever, because they were making mistakes, sometimes because they didn't know. They had no information. They were just green about it. Yes.
You know, you mentioned on that bit of abuse, especially when it comes to parents and children. There's that bit of a parent correcting a child. Now, how do you draw the line? Ujue correcting, and this one is physical abuse.
Thank you. In our country, Kenya, we have the Children Act. And it talks a child stops to be a child by 18 years. So there is that, especially maybe in future we'll talk about punishment to our children, because some parents are doing it in a wrong way. You know, when it is corporal punishment, you are causing harm to your child.
Bodily harm.
When you are causing that bodily harm to your child, you are not beating that child because of the mistake. There are other underlying issues that you are trying to bring out through that child. Wazazi wengine wanapochapa mtoto, si mtoto anachapa. wanachapa their partners. Ushawaiona hata mtu anachuna mtoto mpaka ngozi inatoka? Sio huyo mtoto alikuwa anachuna. Alikuwa anachuna either mke wake ama mume wake ama even a colleague at the place of work, even boss mwenye alimkasirisha. So hasira yote inatokea pale.
What? And the child has nothing to do with it.
The child has nothing related to it. Na baadaye akikaa chini aanze kujiuliza, was it worthy for me to do this to my child? Anaanza kumwambia, I'm sorry, I will not do it again. But already the harm has already been caused. When we are talking of punishing your child, sit down and reason with your child. This is the 21st century. Remember, during our time, you could not negotiate with your dad or your mom.
Akisema ni hivyo, it's
fine. Na haunge explain. Hata kama hujakosea haupewi chance. Unatandikwa nyumbani, unatandikwa shuleni, unatandikwa na jirani, mzee wa kijiji akikupata unatandikwa. So it is a whole line of discipline. You get? But now in this family breakdown, you don't even dare tell a neighbor's child ya kwamba hii ni makosa. You don't dare even touch that child. Hata wako atakwambia, I'll take you to the police. Yes.
Do not try it.
Where's the problem? That is where we come back to Jesus. That is where we come back to the scriptures. That is where we come back to the counselors and psychologists. That is where we come back and we are educated on parenting. Because this is the reality. Some parents are going overboard. They are not doing it from that point of correcting. They are doing it as to feel good. And when you punish a child, not just a child, even husbands punish their wives to feel good, not to correct them. Even wives punish their husbands to feel good.
What?
I'm telling you honestly, and it is happening. Anataka tu asikie, sasa ako relieved. Na wakati anasikia ako relieved, hajali huyo mwingine na feel namna gani. So this is where now we come on board and say, when you are doing any punishment or correction, allow me to use the word correction as opposed to punishment. Correct in a gentle way.
In a loving way.
In a loving way. Show them love. Correct to bring them close. Don't correct to push them away. Because there are those corrections, those when you are trying to bring them close or correcting them, they may feel it is hatred. And you know we have emotions.
True.
When you are correcting me in a right way, I can feel in my emotions you are doing it right.
You have the right intention.
Yes, but if there is something behind it, you feel it is wrong. And this is causing a lot of conflicts and breakdown in marriage, and it's causing a lot of families, children running away, becoming street children. You meet them, you talk to these children, they say, unajua, daddy alinichoma, mama alini alama hizi zote. So they feel, I cannot bear it no more. Some are just running away to go with the relatives. I remember in my session, an anonymous client and told me, I can't call her mom. What she did to me doesn't surmount her to be a mother. Because emotional pain, trauma, and mom was going through a certain trauma in life. So when she's handling this girl, and I'm handling na huo uchungu wa baba yake,
projecting it on
projecting on this child. And I want to talk to parents. When you are dealing with your children, deal with them as your child. Not in the brackets of your partner. Because you'll be hurting innocent souls in the name of punishing your partner for them. Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say with the way that you have put it, I think we're getting to understand more how important it is for the family to be reconciled back. Because at this point now you can see where the cracks are happening. Inaweza kuwa bado haijavunjika kabisa, but from what we have discussed, you can now begin to see the cracks and how they're affecting your family. So please continue with this conversation so that you don't miss out on anything, okay? So that we can talk about how do we bring the family together. Now there's that bit on forgiveness.
Yes.
As human beings, it's very difficult for us to forgive and to release that pain, to forgive and forget about everything that we have gone through. Now, on that issue of maybe you have been hurt in your family or by someone in your family, what is the point, what is the purpose of forgiveness, and how do you ensure that you're able to forgive and reconcile? I'll forgive you, yes, but I don't want to see you anywhere near me.
You know, the true forgiveness in the book of Colossians, the Bible speaks to us that forgive as Christ forgave you.
Yeah.
You know, my sister Sylvia, you cannot give what you don't have. The forgiveness we have been trying to exercise in families is the learned forgiveness from generation. And in our generations, people forgave, but they did not get the right forgiveness from God. They were forgiving to feel good or to just embrace people or to make life to continue. But true forgiveness in relationship in the context of family must originate from God. If you have never experienced the forgiveness of Jesus Christ, you will never forgive exhaustively. Why am I putting this in context? People who have been forgiving, they say, I have forgiven, but I have not forgotten. I have forgiven, but I cannot come close to this person. I have forgiven, but still
I don't want to see them.
I don't want to see them. Bring it on the level of Jesus Christ himself. When God forgave us, he called us to be his own. God did not run away from us and say, nimewasamehe lakini mubaki huko. But he says, nimewasamehe na nitawaita wanangu. And then he gives us a chance. That kind of experiential forgiveness, it is what should be brought in relationship. Because our life with Christ is the same life in relationship. If we don't have someone leading us through this direction, then we will miss everything. So the good forgiveness that can last in any relationship must be anchored on the foundation of Jesus Christ, who has helped us to be forgiven by his precious blood and given himself. In relationship, if you want to forgive, especially in the context of the family, because this family is here to stay.
True. For those you cannot change them.
You cannot change. You will not change your children. Atuwameze sasa wazikuweko. Ama uchukue your partner umrudishe sahi. Na my wife tumekuwa in married over 16 years but in relationship for over 23 years. So you can imagine for these 25 years in relationship, ati sasa nimekosana na Pastor Rachel, nimrudishe akue hiyo miaka yenye alikuwa. It cannot happen. That is why in relationship when you forgive, ask the Holy Spirit to help you. For those who are not in faith, this is a highest moment to create an opportunity and a relationship with Jesus. And I want to speak to you who is struggling with forgiveness in relationship. The best way you can forgive, come to Jesus. The moment you experience the love of Christ, the moment you experience the forgiveness of your sins, and you feel that empowering of the Holy Spirit, and you are convicted and convinced and witnessed that you are forgiven and your sins are no more, that is the same conviction will help you to forgive your partner, your children, and anyone in your relationship.
Wow, amazing. And that point of also children forgiving their parents, at what point should it be introduced? Because I'm thinking, ukiambia mtoto kila kitu mzazi amekufanyia msamehe. Like how, at what point do you bring it up?
I want to bring it that children learn by what they observe. This kind of unforgiveness we are seeing in our children, it is emanating from our unforgiveness as parents. Dad haja forgive mom. Na bado wanaenda church. Mom haja forgive dad. Na bado wanaenda church. Hata pengine ni wachungaji kama mimi, pengine ni wazee wa kanisa ama viongozi. And these people, tukikana watoto wetu tunaanza kuambia, unajua mama yako
alifanya,
unajua baba yako
alifanya, ako hivi na
hivi. And then this child is consuming that unforgiveness, and you expect them tomorrow also to forgive you.
It's not possible.
So they are learning by experience. We need to practice. It is not just to be a word service. It should not be a lip service. Let us put it and let it be practical. That when we forgive one another, we teach our children. Forgiveness should begin as early as they are born. Unaonanga wale watoto wakicheza wakikwaruzana, wazazi wazuri huwa wakisema mwambie mwenzako pole.
Pole, yeah.
Lakini kuna wengine wanawaambia kwani hauna mikono ya kumweka?
Mpige hata yeye ngumi, amekupiga ngumi, enda
hata wewe umpige.
Yeah.
So what are they teaching these children? They are teaching that you should not forgive, you should retaliate. You should revenge.
Yeah.
And then this child grows ya kwamba mtu akinikosea hakuna
I have to pay back.
I have to pay back. And at the long run, you find we are bringing up a child who is corrupted in the mind, but initially he was clean. So who is responsible?
The parents.
The parents, the caregivers. Because tunawafunza from, so teaching them from the childhood, from that young age, learn to say sorry.
Yeah.
Hata akikosea pale, hata akiwa na house girl, house managers, learn to teach them that they are just human beings. This is your auntie.
Yeah.
Even your sister can be like this.
Yeah.
Even your brother can become a houseboy. So respect them, teach them the good rules to say, I'm sorry, I made it by mistake.
Yeah.
Then we'll be bringing up a generation that learns to seek for forgiveness and they can forgive.
Wow.
Unajua Sylvia, in relationships today, kuna watu hawasemangi sorry.
No.
In fact wanasema
ananyamaza tu.
In fact this is what they say.
Yeah.
Afadhali nitoke niende nichikaishe kuliko kuambia mtu pole.
Nakwambia pole kwa nini?
Why? Ati wewe nikwambie pole.
Why?
On what ground?
What?
And this, unfortunately, even in our congregations, they are there.
It's happening.
They are single, they are living alone. Wazee wanaishi peke yao because saying sorry is a mountain to them.
They're like, I'm not going through it.
But when they are in prayers, they say, I'm sorry, God. So how can God listen to you, but you're not listening to the image he created in his own?
Yeah, you're not listening to those you have around you.
Exactly. So it becomes ni jambo ambalo si nzuri. So forgiveness has to begin with us. And then we should teach those around us, our children, all that are walking around us, we help them learn to forgive. Because Christ has reconciled us to God. We have been given a ministry of reconciliation. Reconcile children to their parents, reconcile your child to yourself, your husband to your wife, and all the environment around you, even the extended family. Yes.
Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Reconciliation of the family. This is a very, very amazing topic that has so much to it, especially in the matters of forgiveness. But I hope now you do understand. Forgiveness is very important and goes a really, really long way. So usiseme I'll forgive but I don't want to see, I'll forgive but to your but, okay? The same way God, Jesus was sent so that he can die for us, no, upate that unconditional love, that unconditional forgiveness, the same way pia, at a way you need to be willing to do, and you can't do that unless you believe in Christ, okay? So again, this is a call for you, join in, become a believer, become, itakuwa easier, okay? When Christ helps you through that process. And there's also that issue of parents saying sorry to their children, but maybe that is something that we can talk about when we come back, because I know there is an issue there, but we'll talk about it once we come back from the break. So we're taking a very quick breather right here, but don't go too far. We'll be coming right back to continue with this conversation, and if you have any question whatsoever, send it our way. We'll be taking a look at it, but for now, let's take a break.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Nairobi, a new sound has risen. 96.9 FM, commanding the airwaves, breathing life into every home, a sound of hope, a voice of truth, a well overflowing with living water.
Kuna mipaka tumesukuma, kuna mahali hatukuwa tumefika maeneo katika redio yetu ya MBCI, lakini hayo maeneo sasa Mungu anatupa. Tunaingia Nairobi, tunaingia Mombasa, tunaingia Marindi, tunaingia Ramu.
A station with one divine mission, transforming lives. From soul-stirring worship to life-changing conversations, we speak light into the darkness and faith into the heart of the nation. MBCI Radio, tunabadilisha maisha. Now broadcasting from the heart of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, 96.9 FM and beyond. The sound of heaven, right from where you are. My station, in my city, for revival. MBCI Radio.
Welcome to Goshen Medical and Technical College Thika, where dreams become reality and futures are empowered. At Goshen, we offer a wide range of courses in both medical and technical fields designed to meet your aspirations. Applied courses such as Applied Biology is a course that focuses on the practical application of biological principles. Community Development and Social Work trains students to work with communities. Science Laboratory Technology equips learners with the skills to conduct scientific tests and analysis in various laboratory settings. Analytical Chemistry focuses on techniques and methods for identifying, separating, and quantifying chemical substances. Environmental Science is the study of how humans interact with the environment. Medical Engineering combines engineering principles with healthcare needs to design, maintain, and repair medical equipment and technology. Industrial Chemistry is the application of chemical knowledge to industrial processes, product development, and manufacturing. Our students receive hands-on experience through industrial attachment, which is organized by the college to ensure valuable technical skills. Goshen College is conveniently located at Thika Makongeni, right off Garissa Highway behind Leather Industries. For more information, contact us on 0750-264-044.
Are you hungry for more of God? Do you long for deeper encounters with His glory? Every Tuesday from 8:30 p.m., join Reverend Samonka, Director of Days of Glory Network, as he brings you live transforming sermons under the powerful theme, The Glory of His Presence. Come and experience the word that awakens, revives, and draws you closer to the heart of God straight in your living rooms. Worship moments that heal, messages that ignite your spirit, and revelations that stir your hunger for His presence. In case you miss on Tuesday, catch the repeat every Saturday from 7:30 p.m. right here on MBCI TV.
Nataka nikamilishie medali. Mtakacha mvunguni,
shati ainame.
Ajabu ya kondoo. Ajabu ya kondoo.
Ajabu ya kondoo. Ndume upanda.
Kuna hii neno chupa ombwe. Chupa ombwe inakukalia nini? Chupa ombwe. Ukisikia tu hiyo chupa ombwe inakukalia nini?
Shut up everybody. Listen.
Like ni chupa yenye umepanua yani.
Nataka urudie mara 3 lile lori la yellow. Lile lori la yellow, rudia mara 3 mbio mbio.
Jaribu kurudia.
Lile lori la yellow, rudia mara 3 mbio mbio.
Lile lori la yellow. Hapo beleweza.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Amazing, amazing. Welcome back from that very short break. Remember, this is a relationship talk show with Miss Sylvia. And with us, we have Reverend Musambi. We are talking about reconciling the family. And during the first bit, we've discussed so much pertaining what causes broken families. How do we reconcile? The part of forgiveness when it comes to reconciling the family. And I would say the conversation has really been amazing. It has really been eye-opening. So I hope you're also going to stick around for the rest of the session so that we can be able to learn more, okay? Amazing. So maybe we can take the question of the day one more time so that you can know which question we are interacting with. And the question that we are tackling is, what is the major cause of broken families? What is the major cause of broken families? You can share with us your opinion. You can share it anonymously, or if you're okay with sharing your name and location, it's still okay. And you can do that using our numbers, 0721-105-105. That is WhatsApp, and also normal text message. And also you can do MBCI TV Facebook page down in the comment section, and MBCI YouTube official down in the comment section. And we'll be having a chance to take a look at that. Again, if you have any questions pertaining reconciling the family, don't be afraid to share with us your questions, okay, ama your concerns concerning the particular topic. Now, we went to the streets and talked to people about this issue of reconciling the family. We wanted to understand, what do they think, what do they feel are the major causes of broken families. And now let us get to hear what their opinions are concerning this particular issue, and then we'll be coming back to maybe discuss what they have shared with us. So let us get to hear what they have to say.
Many marriage breakups, it's not a one-time thing. It's due to poor communication, insecurities, lack of trust, and unshared dreams. And today we are on the streets getting what people think causes marriage breakups. And my name is Irene Maina.
I think one of the biggest reasons why marriages right now do not last is that because men fail to be men. I feel like if you look into our parents' marriages, or even our grandparents' marriages, like you could find out they were married for more than 60 years. The people right now can tell you they've been married for up to 40 years. Nowadays, in our current generation, we find that men have been diluted by the influences of the world. So there are some responsibilities they are not doing. There is that presence they no longer have in the house. So I think, and I'm not saying that men should be dominant and abusive, no. It's just that a man should be a man, right? When you go to the house, the wife should know that is the man of the house, and I should respect the man of the house, and that's how the law is. But if the men are not taking their responsibility seriously, if men are not dominating in terms of them being present in the house, because find out many men, they have jobs. They're never at home. Their children don't even know they have fathers because their jobs are always away. They come back once in a year or once in a month. That's not good. So man is present always, and the aura he should have just in the house. The wife should know that this is my husband. This is a provider. This is the one who does things in the right way. And I'm not saying that men are just bad, you know. I also feel like also ladies, some of the women who are being married as well, once they get into the marriage, some of them try to take the role of a father. They try to show the man that, no, I'm mean or kusema. Nah. Even ladies themselves should humble themselves for their husband. And I think if that happens, we will have marriages even for Gen Zs that could last for a fairy tale time. 60 years, and they will tell other children how to last a marriage compared to the current time, where we are influenced by TikTok, influenced by the softness of the society, telling us that we are not who we need to be. So we are men. God made us men. God said we should be the man of the house. We should head the house. Take our responsibility seriously. And that is how I feel like marriages will be able to stand for the long run. Yes.
Maybe lack of loyalty. Alafu mnakosa trust. You lack trust towards each other.
Mimi naweza sema kitu inafanya marriages break, unakuta watu wanapatana for some few times, alafu hata wajuani vizuri, wanaamua kuoana na hujui karakta ya huyo mtu. Unaweza kuta pia mkikaa kwa nyumba ndio una realize huyu jamaa si mwenye nilikuwa nafikiria. Naye unakuta msichana ako na tabia zake zingine na bado ako kwa ndoa, na pia kutoheshimiana, loyalty, hakuna loyalty. Yes. Ama unakuta mwanaume hapeani, huyo mwanaume hampati kitu anahitaji. Kwa hiyo inabidi msichana afanye mambo zingine. Naye mwanaume anaona huyu dem ananisumbua bila kumjua. Kuna hii courtship moment yenye watu hawapeani siku hizi. I guess hiyo ndio inafanya marriages zinaharibika siku hizi.
Oh, okay. A lot has been said by those three people concerning this particular topic, but I've seen some few things they keep recurring. The issue of loyalty, the issue of trust is the leading cause of many broken families. Maybe we can comment on what you've just watched, Reverend.
What they are sharing is true,
and
it goes beyond what they are sharing. And remember, on this show, one time I mentioned relationship doesn't go wrong. It begins wrongly. And the truth is that even during the premarital relationship, how do you handle one another? And when we come in marriage, do we have a clear demarcation of men's responsibilities and women's responsibility? Because some people, when they come in relationship, they don't know what they are supposed to do. And especially our Gen Zs. It's like the unisex. Ni kama tu t-shirts are unisex. Mimi naeza vaa, mke wangu anaeza vaa. So wakija in marriage pia, they don't know what they are supposed to do. You are marrying a working lady. You are being married to a working man. Unashindwa, nimekuwa nikijinunulia. Sasa umekuwa ukijinunulia, siuendelee. So they don't know even the reason behind a man buying something for the wife means a lot to that lady. It's the way they decode, the way a woman decodes things in relationship. It's so different the way a man decodes. And we have to say this, a man feels his ego is elevated when they feel in that providing and respected and honored way, while a wife feels very honored when they are loved, when they are listened to, when they are shown care, they are touched, you know, emotionally attached, when they feel you are there. So that is where they need to have a clear demarcation so that we may reduce this conflict in relationship, and it will really work through the process because it's the reality, and relationships are here to stay. Families are here till Jesus comes. So we have to work with them. Yes.
You have to figure out our way, how we're going to work things out. Si kusema family sasa ni kama zimeshindikana tuzieke kando. No. You have to figure out a way to put in the work to make them work, because families do work.
And Sylvia, the truth is that each family is unique.
In its own way.
Yeah, it's very unique. Build the kind of relationship you want it look like. Don't try to build a relationship that looks like Reverend Charles' relationship. Try to come up with what is workable between both of you and your children. Don't try to experiment, because people, especially our Gen Zs, are going online. They try to experiment the social media, the socialites. These guys, the celebrities, are just living lies. They are just there to make money.
They're not authentic.
Experiment on yourself. Don't bring anything on board, because sometimes it may not work for you.
Wow, amazing. Each family is unique in its own way.
Very.
So live by your rules, not the ones that have been set by people around you. Okay, amazing. So we also talked to a couple of more people, and also let us get to hear what they have to say, what they have to share about this particular issue of broken families. We've heard of people talk about issues of trust, issues of loyalty, and again we've said that when it comes to relationships, how you begin really matters. Okay, so that it sets the pace for what the relationship is going to look like, and now the relationships that we are forming are potentially leading to marriage, so that we can start a family. Okay, so you need to start right from way down there for a relationship, so that you can start the right way. It'll be easier even when you're in the family setup. Okay, amazing. So let us get to hear what more people have to say about the major causes of broken families, and then we'll be coming right back.
One of the things inafanya ni kuna hiyo communication, lack of communication. Unajua communication ina matter sana in a relationship. So kuna hiyo design, because most of relationships unakuta I'm busy, atuongeagi, some sort of stuff, so get hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza. Ya pili kuna stress, financial stress. Kama saizi unajua, wacha niseme hiyo, kuna hii design financially we are not stable kama as men out here or individual the other gender, unaget. So inakuwa very tough for us, because unakuta maybe the other partner anataka a lot of high expectation from you, na wewe pia uko expect expectation kubwa sana kutoka kwake, but inakuwa tough, unaona. It's another reason hiyo ninaweza sema, like for me, according to me. Thirdly, naweza sema kuna hiyo commitment, unaona, because naweza kuwa maybe kama sisi Gen Z sana unakuta umependa mtu ama juu ya last, kuna hiyo last, unaona. I'm sorry to say this, but it's it. Kuna hiyo last enye niliona dem fulani mahali fulani, manze nikaona dem ni mali safi, hata hujafikiria end up into relationship, umesema oh I can fall for her, and all start, then boom umeanza relationship. You don't know, hauna experience, hujamjua, unaona. So due to that last year, mwili and stuff, and that's why the Bible says unafaa kujifunza jifunze kuomba Mungu before ufanye kitu, si ndio? Yeah. Another thing naweza sema there's this thing inaendelea about kucheat. Kuna hiyo cheating.
Okay, mostly tunajuaga zingine common things inakuaga communication. Sometimes wanakuaga miscommunicated. Na tena inadepend kama unajua partner wako vizuri. Kuna partners wenye ukiongelea vitu zingine zinakuwa personal ama zingine zinakuwa sensitive to them, and the only thing inabaki kwa kichwa ni let's break up, juu ndio kitu tunataka tu peke yake. And the other thing inaweza cause family ama marriages to break ni trust. Naona trust na hizo because of miscommunication pia zote zinaleta nini kuto trust your partner vizuri that much. And other thing inaweza sema maybe influence ya marafiki ama the close people. Naona kama sisi tuko na issue na wewe, then niongelee to one person ahead of me, then hiyo issue kwa kitende unasikia journalists kutangaza, ndio hao sasa wanaenda kutangaza kwa wengine, then wale wakishasikia story wanakuza na kuambia hapana, huyu hakufanyii hivi, huyu hakufanyii hivi, sisi vile tunafanyiwa ni tofauti venye unataka. So hata mwenyewe unataka kufanyiwa venye mwingine anafanywa, venye mabeste zako ufanyiwa. So yeah, those are the few reasons I can think of.
Keep recurring this, they keep coming up. The issues of trust, the issues of cheating, issues of communication, issues of money, the same issues keep recurring. Now maybe we can also touch on what they have said concerning the issues, the major causes of families breaking.
You know, this trust has been elevated in this generation, especially Gen Z, because I don't know how to put it, but they feel they can share even a partner.
Yeah.
I want, because I'm a servant of God, and I want to be honest.
Yeah.
This has led them to have this thing they are calling body count. When these children or young people in universities, in high schools, they can share their partners, they can share their friends. They get to body count. And now when it comes to the issue of marriage, they are confused. They don't know who to trust. Because they have been hopping and jumping. I always call them the grasshoppers. But now,
they're everywhere.
But now in this one, they are relationship hoppers.
Just from one to the next.
They are hopping, jumping. Akimaliza mbogi yake, anaboeka nayo, anaenda the next mbogi. Before I realize, ako 30 something. Na bado anajiita Gen Z. So you realize even this label ya Gen Z, it's also misleading our young people in relationship when it comes to matters of marriage. So it has to be, I'm telling my young people that see yourself as a child of God. Yes, Gen Z is a natural word, but you are a child of God. Is God still thinking about you in the context of Gen Z? Yes. Are the principles that govern relationships still alive as a Gen Z? Yes. Then you have to man up and style up.
Wow.
Get to the task. Take responsibility. It is your life. Mbogi itaisha, lakini utakuwa responsible to your behavior. So this issue of trust, and that is why you find the recent report on HIV/AIDS, maambukizi ya magonjwa ya ukimwi, imeongezeka sana kwa sababu vijana hawa ninakufeel kama just like one of them has said, anaona hii ni mali safi, nafikiri behind this mali safi ni nini inaendelea. They just get in it, they get in a relationship, boom, conflict begins. Haukuangi hivi, haukuniambia, then one thing leads to the other. It leads to broken relationships. And even on the altar wameunganishwa, lakini yeye aliona mali safi, hakuenda beyond that. Hakuenda beyond the values. Hakutaka kujua the relationship with Christ. Hakutaka kujua huyu mtu background yake. Hakutaka kujua values zake, personality, huyu mtu anaishi namna gani. What is it that he's living for or she's living for?
Yeah.
So when they get in a relationship, conflict arise because they didn't make a good research and get the background information and to stabilize if this can be a right person that I can introduce as a wife or a husband. And so what they are saying, issues your trust.
Yeah.
It is something because it is in them. It is personal choice.
Yeah.
Remember, my viewer, if you cannot trust yourself, nobody will trust you.
It has to start from you first.
And let nobody lie to you. Hakuna mtu anaendanga sokoni kununua nyanya yenye imeumwa. Kila mtu anatakanga nyanya yenye kwanza anaguza kama imebondwa bondwa. Hiyo utakula wewe kama ni muuzaji. They want the best. Who lied to you, Gen Z? that lazima uumwe, lazima upondwe pondwe. You just, where is your dignity? Where is your respect? Where is your honor? Huyo mtu hata akikutengenezea kachumbari na nyanya yenye imetoka sokoni the best, you feel I'm honored. Lakini yenye imekuliwa mpaka na panya, yenye imefinywa kwa, I mean, how can it? Okay, but it doesn't work like that. In relationship, God wants you to get in a relationship the way he created you for that. You are the only gift to your partner.
Wow.
If you take care of yourself, God will take care of your partner.
For you.
I always tell young people, wewe ukijipeana tu uko nje na kuzurura, hata wako pia atazurura. Lakini ukijiweka vizuri, umjue Mungu, you protect yourself, God will prepare somebody for you. He will protect him. And when you begin a family, it will be a blessed relationship.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. I would say this particular conversation has gone mostly to the young people, tunajiita Gen Zs. But again, don't let that tag Gen Zs be a leeway for you to get away with everything. So as sisi Gen Zs tunafanyaga hivyo, that is how we are. Choose to be different, okay? Choose to be a child of God in a way that you do things in a different way, a way that stands out, a way in which you uphold your values, you uphold your dignity, because it will go a long way, okay? Amazing. Now maybe we can get back to the conversation that we were talking about, reconciling the family and the importance of a family being together, family being united. Now maybe you can mention a couple of causes that maybe we might have left out in the first bit of families breaking, even as we move towards understanding how best to carry out reconciliation.
Another thing that causes family conflict is having different values. We come from different families. And different families have different values. It is always good. Kuna watu ambao wakitoka kwa familia fulani, wanajua, let me take this example, ya kwamba mtoto analala na wazazi wake mpaka afike miaka 3. Na kuna watu from their family wanajua mtoto akifika mwezi mmoja apewe bedi yake.
Then ako sawa.
Those are the family values. And they affect, people come in family in relationship with values. Seek to understand them. Where they are conflicting, they will cause a breakup. Another thing is that we come from different family backgrounds. What we call extended families. Sylvia, kuna watu ambao matarajio yao vile utalea watoto wako ni wao watakwambia vile utalea. Unaona venye tunaendanga family gathering. Kama mtoto kanakimbia wanasema huyu mtoto ameoza tabia, ni mama yake na baba yake.
They're already jumping to conclusions.
Yes. Because they have a blink in their thoughts how your child should be brought up. Na sometimes they come to infiltrate a relationship as if wanakuambia mtoto wako alelewe hivi, usimfanyie hivi.
This is how you do it.
This is how you should do it. But now you need to sit down, and that is where the conflict comes in. Because now mzee akija ama mama akija anasema mimi nataka kulea mtoto wangu hivi. Kwa sababu nililelewa hivi, sitaki apitie hiyo maisha. This extended family is also bringing in a lot of chaos that can lead to family breakdown. And it can lead to a conflict, and you find relationship breaking because hakufanya vile mama mkwe alisema, ama hakufanya vile baba mkwe alisema, hakufanya vile auntie alisema, hakufanya vile my sister alisema. Na unajua kuna watu huo wakija kwa relationship and they say, my mom akisema hakuna wakuruka.
That's final.
My elder sister ama auntie akisema hiyo ni final.
That's the end.
They don't consider their partner's opinion. So that lack of merging and blending between the values and from the family background, it can really affect that relationship. And many families end up in tears, wounded and in pain because they didn't bring up their children or their marriage the way they wanted. They are bringing their marriage up in the from other people's perspective, not their own perspective.
Not their own perspective.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Okay, and yes. how can we restore the family unit through reconciliation?
And that is where we want to, I mentioned in the book of Colossians chapter 3 verse 13, the Bible speaks about considering how Christ forgave you. Forgiveness is one of the backbone of relationship.
Yeah.
We will hurt one another. Ni kama tutangu tuzaliwe, wewe na mimi, kuna siku umekula ukajiuma. Lakini haukuacha kukula.
You kept eating.
You kept eating.
Yeah, true.
We need to learn forgiveness. That is the first thing.
Yeah.
Learn to forgive. Don't forgive just ati nikusamehe tuishe. Help your partner understand mahali amekukosea. Help your child understand mahali amekosea kama mtoto kwa wazazi. Usimwambie tu nimekusamehe lakini hujamwambia alikosea nini. Help them also on how to come out of it. Remember, sometimes tunaambia watu umekosea hivi na hivi lakini hatuambii how to come out of it. And I want to speak to our viewer. Deal with the issue. Don't deal with the person. Don't deal with your partner. Deal with the issue at hand. Don't deal with your child. Usiseme mtoto wangu ni mbaya. Deal na ule ubaya amefanya. And then hiyo itamleta karibu. Na ikiwezekana muonyeshe badala ya ungefanya hivi, ungefanya hivi. Give them an alternative, because sometimes people make mistakes because they don't have an option or an alternative or an answer at hand to deal with that situation. Number 2, accept what you can and what you cannot control. Kubali tu kuna mambo mengine huwezi. Kuna watu tu even in relationship hawezi pika. Hawezi pika to be honest. Accept mimi kupika na mimi ni maji na mafuta.
Itakuwa ni ngumu.
Let your partner understand. Na ikiwezekana umuulize kama anaweza kukusaidia. Accept what you can and what you can't. Kuna vitu tu mimi kama Charles siwezi. Kuna vitu tu siwezi hata nikiombewa. Okay, maombi yana sehemu yake. Lakini inborn una struggle. It will not come. In relationship we have to get to that level. Accepting what you can and what you cannot. Number 3, let emotions settle before you talk about any issue. Never, this is a cardinal rule for me. Never discuss anything while you are angry. Please never make a decision when you are angry. Ukifanya uamuzi kwa hasira, baadaye utakuja kugundua I wish I took time. I wish ningengoja nitulie. So always have that. Number 4, have work-life balance. And important. This cuts across to all families. Please have a work-life balance. What does it mean? Kuwa na wakati wa kazi na kuwa na wakati wa jamii yako. Create time for your partner. Create time for your children. Ni sawa unatafuta. Asubuhi saa 9 umeamka unaenda kutafuta, unarudi saa 4. Who will manage that? Unatafutia nani? These children needs your time. Help them so that when they grow, they will learn how to manage. Balance your time. Hata sisi wenye tuko in ministry, I know, our church has been blessed with, recently I realized that we have a lot of pastors' children I'm preaching to. And they once in a while wanajitokeza. Nikianza unapata tu mmoja anasema, by the way mimi nakuanga mtoto wa pastor. And I realized God has trusted me with a lot of pastors' kids that I didn't know, and I'm trying to help them to understand why even we ministers have to create time for our children.
Intentionally.
That should be planned. I love Kingdom Seekers in our here. Apostle Kimani has given every Monday, it's a minister's off. wako off duty to create time with their children. Even in business, even you are employed, create time for your children. Create time for your wife, for your husband. Hiyo tu ni time yenu. It will help to reduce this conflict and bring reconciliation. Number 5, consider bigger picture. Have a bigger picture of your marriage. Please, do you have a vision for your family? Unajua, my sister Sylvia, kuna watu hawana, they are just in marriage,
just being there because it's part of the process.
Yes, niliolewa, nilijua nikifika 18, 20, 22, niolewe,
that's it,
nipate watoto, alafu ningojeange Yesu akija.
What? Ningoje masaa yangu ifike.
Do you have a vision for that family? Have you ever visualized how your marriage, how your children will be when they are 20, while they are still at 5? See the bigger picture in that relationship. That will reconcile you together. Will pull together. Don't pull alone. Somebody said that we want to go far.
You go together.
Go together. But we want to go fast, go alone. So even in relationship, if the far we can go, always bring your husband, your wife, your children on board. And maybe another thing is that always bring your children on board. Some parents make decisions that affect their children, and children asema, hiyo ilikuwa decision ya mama. Hiyo ni mama aliamua. Yeye ndiye aliamua. Hiyo ni dadi aliamua. Hata sisi kuhama, ni dadi aliamua. It affects them. Hata mtoto what I have learned through my ministry and my profession as a psychologist, my sister Sylvia, ni kwamba even a young child, hata mwenye hajaanza kuongea, they have emotions. When you are shifting anything, they feel it. Hata ukimuongelesha maneno mazuri, unaona kanatulia, kana kuangalia kwa macho. They have feelings. Let us bring our children on board. Let us have a candid discussion with them. Let them understand the decision we are making. They have something to put in. They have their input. Ask for their views. Ask for how they feel about it. Anaweza kukupatia an idea yenye inaweza kukutoa kwa ngori kama mzazi.
Wow, true.
These children are a blessing because they are just part of us, and at the end of the day you'll realize that they're just there. God has placed them in our lives to walk with them and reconcile things together. Yes.
Amazing. Reconciling the family, a very, very amazing topic that we are discussing right here. Now maybe we can take a look at some of the few questions that the viewers at home have asked. Kuna mmoja anasema, good morning. For my hubby, he has not been around. I have to ask him if he can talk to our daughters. He keeps saying that he is busy. When I keep asking him, he gets rude. As for now, he's in rehab for a second time. He doesn't recognize that he has a problem. How do I save my marriage? Because I feel like leaving him.
I'm very sorry for what has been happening. But at the same time, this child that is in the rehab the second time, there must be a wrong diagnosis that has been done upon his life. They have not got to the hardcore of it. And that is why we talk to parents who have children in addiction. Bring them to a psychologist and bring them to a professional who can assess. Sometimes taking children to rehabilitation is not a solution. Actually, it makes them to hate you even more, especially if it is against their will. We need to do the assessment and get to the causative factors. What has caused them to be in addiction? Unfortunately, Sylvia, some parents sponsor their children's behavior in addiction.
What?
I'm telling you, they overgive them money. They don't follow up. They are not accountable. So when they get to 18 years or 17, 18, that is when they wanaanza kurealize mtoto ameharibika. Lakini kumbe mtoto alianza akiwa maybe kitambo akiwa 9 years, 11 years. So I'm sorry for this parent, but they can reach out to us. I'll be giving my number at the end of this program. They can reach out to us. We can collaborate and support this. Maybe there is something that is not being done. Because going to the rehab, remember there are rehabs that are just there for business purpose. Wao wako tu hapo ku harvest pesa. But kuna zile genuine, they are there. And I thank God for the government through NACADA, they have regulated the rehabilitation centers. So they need the parent has to come out and do a good assessment by a professional to get to the heart of it, and this mzee has to be talked to. Sometimes even huyu mzee anafikiria nitamwambia nini?
Where do I start?
Yeah, he is also maybe feeling guilty. Mtoto wake amefika to that level na pengine ana feel he was inadequate to protect this child. So there is a lot that is going through, and that is where we bring in the family counseling or family therapy, where this mzee has to be brought on board. Aelewe, because sometimes we are inadequate as husbands, but we cannot show it. And sometimes our spouses cannot realize. Maybe this person is also fighting some battles. This man is fighting some battles. And the only way is just to keep off. So we should not blame him. Maybe he's also sick. Maybe he's not well psychologically. So it will be unfair to say ya kwamba ana neglect responsibility. There is a lot that is behind this question. And maybe we can come in on board. They can reach us and we can support them through the process. Yes.
Amazing. So look out for that. At the end of the show, we'll be sharing a reverend's number so that if you have any issue, maybe that you would like to address him, it will be easier for you to do that, okay? I'm going to say, I think, anajibu swali ya leo, anasema, I think it depends on both parents, especially the mother who has much responsibilities in raising and implementing good morals, okay? So ya anasema, breaking families depend on both parents, especially the mother, mwenye akona much responsibility ya ku raise and implementing good morals. Maybe you can comment on that. Please. Is it on the mother to have more responsibilities in raising and implementing morals, or is it for both parents?
Traditionally, it was mother. But modernization, where we are, it calls upon both of the parents. We are equal parties in this. We are equal partners. Each one of us has a place to take. You realize, actually, research shows that the children that has been brought up by both parents sharing responsibilities, they are emotionally stable. They know how to navigate through relationship because they have learned from both parents and they know how to balance. They know in a certain, emotionally, they are balanced. So I think it is not a responsibility of a wife. Traditionally, it was. Zamani ilikuwa mama akiolewa, kazi yake ni jikoni na kulinda watoto na boma na kuangalia. Mzee ni kutafuta. Where we are, and that is the responsibility of the Bible tells us each person has a part to play in a child's life and growth. So let us take a collective responsibility as parents. We should not leave it to one person. Sababu tukimwachia mama, kuna values atamiss kutoka kwa baba. Na tukiachia baba, kuna values atamiss kutoka kwa mama. It should be a collective responsibility. Yes.
Wow, amazing. Collective responsibility. I love that. Kuna mwenye sema, jibu la swali yetu anasema, not all problems are related to parents, also due to lack of family planning. I think it's the major key and always has been. As you see, families with less number of children lead to success. So I feel like it is key. What would you say about that comment?
Can I tell you? Those who have few children, it could be just at a certain percent. But even those who have little children, like 2 or 3, they are facing it. It all zeroes down to values of a family. If you have 1 or you have 10, it's the values. It is the goal. The objective you have for your family. Because if you have 10 and you have an objective, it can lead you, your children, to grow up under a relationship that is strong. But if you have 1 and you have no objective, they will get destroyed on the way. Yes.
Wow, amazing. I'm going to my relationship talk. Tuned in ni Brian from Bomet. I would like to say the main reason for many broken marriages is because wengi walioa were not ready. Is that true, Reverend?
When is somebody ready? And when do we say we are ready? Remember, when you are in a relationship, nobody forces you into it.
True.
And he's saying being ready. And I want to build on it. Be ready psychologically. Be ready emotionally. Be ready financially. If you cannot take care of another mouth, don't try to move to a relationship.
Wow.
If you are still being taken care of, ati bado uko kwa keje ya mom na dad.
And then you expect ati you can cross over to the other side.
Awa kababa. I mean, it cannot work. Wait until you have, hata kama nyumba yao ni kubwa, can you take care of yourself first? Because if you bring somebody on board, utaenda kufrustrate mtoto wa wenyewe, kwa sababu utaanza kuambia, mam leo hatuna chakula, mam leo hakuna sukari. And this lady is looking up for a man, not for a boy. So mature up, be ready to take responsibilities, and relationship will be built in a right way.
Wow, maturity, very important.
Yes.
Kuna mwingine anasema, I need this guidance. As children, the relationship between our parents is very unpredictable. What should we do?
Thank you. You know, children, when you are growing, you are at a different level of stage of life as opposed to your parents. Maybe, let me take an example of an adolescent, because during the adolescent stage is where the challenges come in between children and their parents. During that process, that is where you need to seek to understand your parents and help them to understand you. By creating a good environment through respect and honor. Sometimes you become rude. Unaanza kuona, nimeanza kugrow mwili, ninatoshana na mama. Kaboy kana meanza kugrow ndevu, ninatoshana na dad. Please show respect and honor and seek the wisdom of the Holy Spirit. And He will help you on how to address your parents. They were in that stage and they made it who they are today. They can walk with you to that direction. Yes.
Wow, amazing. Kuna mwingine anasema, hi, I'm loving the show. I'm getting to learn so much. Thank you for that. Kuna Winfred Henry anasema, praise God MBCI family. I'm tuned in from Nairobi County. Kuna Esther Wanjira anasema, God bless you. Good teachings. Kuna Adisa Bright anasema, amazing teachings. Thank you for your feedback. And yes, kuna Mwangi wa Irago anasema, yes, learning so much. Kuna Alex Mauti anasema kutoka Marokisi County. Natagia pamoja na babangu mzazi David Mauti Nyakweba. Beatrice anasema from Bomet together. Alafu anaweka high five hapo. And then kama Wasmongi anasema amen. Yes, so I will say that this particular topic is a very, very important topic that has so much to it. And I'm hoping Yakwamba, through everything that we have learned today, we're going to take the necessary steps to make sure that we are actively working towards making sure that the relationships that we have in our families are working. And there's also this issue, Reverend, about sibling rivalry.
Yes.
How do you sort that one out? Because I find that in times whereby it's ilianza kitambo and it wasn't addressed. Now, in a trickle down to the point whereby you're adults, you're even fighting over things like inheritance, because I know it starts from down there.
True.
So how can you sort that issue of sibling rivalry?
We need to understand that sibling rivalry is a reality. It is a biological, especially those who follow, we call it a birthline. And psychologists have come up that some of these things, they are realized even in childhood. And they are only reinforced when parents don't take note and they don't seek help. What happens through the process in where there are sibling rivalries, they need to seek help from the professionals. Number two, the parents need to be alive. And this has been reinforced. Sibling rivalry has been reinforced by parents trying to choose the names from where they are coming from. Unaona mtu ambaye, huyu aliitwa mama yangu, huyu aliitwa baba yangu. Mtu asiguze mama yangu, mtu asiguze baba yangu. And then it gets to a point, especially kama upande wa mama wako uwezo kidogo kuliko upande wa baba, hao watoto wanaanza kutengana. La kama upande wa baba wana uwezo kidogo kuliko upande wa mama, watoto walioitwa upande wa mama wanaanza kudharauliana. So you get these children are born by same parents, but they are now they don't agree. Divided. They are not in harmony. They are divided. How can we handle this? They need to accept that there will always be a difference in personality. Iyo ipo. We are not of the same personality in family. But at the same time, we need to accept we are siblings. We have the same DNA. And how can we handle it? Number one, always respect the boundaries of your brother or your sister. Let the boundaries be known.
Don't overstep.
Don't overstep. Because in this life, we will grow. At the end of the day, kuna siku tu kila mtu ataishi kivyake.
True.
But we are still siblings. When time goes by, tutajipata ya kwamba tumegrow adults, tuko na watoto. Number 2, focus especially on the family as a unit. Don't see a family as parts. It should be a unit.
Together.
Collectively. And I like the way people are coming together as cousins, as brothers. Watoto wanaenda wanatembeleana. We are just a week before they open schools. Wanasema twende cousins meeting. Let us bring, and that one will help us to destroy the boundaries and bring the unity and mesh ourselves in relationship. So that sibling rivalry is there, but sometimes it is reinforced by parents. Wanaanza, unajua kuna wazazi, and I want to speak this to parents. Isikuwe ati mtoto fulani juu anakuletea maelfu, 10,000, na kuna mwingine hana kitu, unaanza kuongea vibaya juu ya huyu hana kitu. Kuna wazazi ambao akiletewa kitu, anasifu huyo. Mwenye hana kitu, hamuoni kitu. Anasahau wote walinyonyeshwa, wote walilelewa na wazazi the same, wote ni wewe umewalea. Just be a responsible parent, because that is how God takes care of us. Ananyeshea mvua kwa warefu na wafupi.
Each and every one of us.
Each one of us, neema yake, it cuts across. So I want to speak to parents. Do not separate your children just because of their maybe ability, or because of where they are named, or because of maybe their level of education. They are still your children, because the seed you are planting in your children for separation, it will last generations. So it is better you bring them together. Strive to bring your children together as opposed to separating them or scattering them. Because at the end of the day, when this life, you are no more, what will become of them? Utawaacha wakiwa nakaa namna gani? Na ndio naona many families, they are striving over wealth, because wazazi wakiwa hai hawakuwa honest, kuwa balance kama watoto wa mzazi mmoja. Yes.
Amazing. And it's possible to achieve that balance.
God has brought us together. If God himself, the white, the black, from all races, what is impossible with him? Nothing. So if we lean on Christ and we seek also help, and I want to insist on this, please seek for professional help. Some of this rivalry, unajua lawyers, they are enjoying wealth ambayo watu wenye wako in division wangekuwa na enjoy. Sababu kikianza kuumana, lawyers will come in, wacha tutawasaidia hii kesi. Mtaanza kuwalipa. And at the most, wao wako kazi ni sawa. But kama mungekuwa na unity, kile mungewapatia sio kama chenye mnawapatia wakati mko in disunity. So it is something, just if we bring them on board, and it is achievable, there are families living in unity. Even us, we can live in unity. And parents can do it by the help of God. Yes.
Amazing. That is really, really awesome. Now, I'm looking at time kidogo, ninaona ya kwamba muda umetupa kisogo, but I would say this session has really, really been amazing, learning about the family and what the family needs for it to be united in areas whereby there are cracks, in areas whereby it is broken. How do we fill in those gaps? How do we fill in those cracks to make sure that the family is restored, reinstated to what it was meant to be initially, okay? Amazing. So maybe we can get relationships by Joyce and Deso, so that we can know what tips we're learning when it comes to reconciling the family. Then we'll be coming back now to wind up.
Hello and welcome to Real Asian Tips, and today we are talking about reconciling the family. Number 1, open and respectful communication. Encourage honest conversations where everyone can share feelings without fear of judgment or interruption. Listen actively instead of only preparing your reply. Number 2, take responsibility and apologize. Acknowledge mistakes sincerely without excuses. A heartfelt apology can go a long way in breaking down walls. Number 3, focus on understanding and not winning. Shift the goal from who's right to how can we move forward. Validate each other's emotions even if you don't fully agree. Number 4, set healthy boundaries. Reconciliation doesn't mean returning to unhealthy dynamics. Establish respectful limits so that trust can rebuild over time. Number 5, show consistency and small acts of care. Rebuilding relationships happens through repeated small gestures of love, patience, and reliability. Shared meals, check-ins, or family activities can help restore bonds gradually. This has been Real Asian Tips, and my name is Joyce Andeso.
Wow, amazing Real Asian Tips by Joyce Andeso. Right there, that we need to put in when it comes to reconciling families, having open communication, having clear, healthy boundaries, so that our families can be reinstated to what they're supposed to be, okay? Amazing. So now that brings us to the end of today's show when it comes to reconciling the family. And now maybe, Pastor, as we wind up, you can share about the importance of therapy when it comes to reconciling families, even as you share your contacts and giving your parting shot to the audience as well.
Thank you so much. I want to speak to our viewers, and therapy is key in healing through family.
Yeah.
I know by the grace of God, we have psychologists who are Christians, and I want to encourage our audience, kindly seek for professional help. We have spiritual help where we as pastors, as ministers of the gospel, can help you through the process of marriage. But you need a neutral ground where you will feel safe, protected, and with some people who have been prepared psychologically to help you through the process. So I want to invite you and come on board. If you are struggling in marriage, if you are struggling in relationship, if it is your children, please, before you make any decision, kindly come for help. That will help you also come to a point of making a decision from an informed point of view. Just as Frank Anderson said, broken families are repairable when both parties are involved and they are willing to meet together. Family relationships, those breakdowns are repairable. It is so possible, but you must be willing. In this relationship, you must be willing to must be willing to leave some things. Because for us to become the best of one another, I always talk this to couples in our seminars. You have to walk your partner's journey for a relationship to work. You cannot walk your path in a relationship and expect it to work. When you are walking your path, you are alone. But when you walk your partner's path, relationship will be strong and it will fulfill the purposes that God meant for it. So you can reach me on my contact 0723 465 999. It's there on your screen. And you can also get me here in Nakuru, just next to Victornell, the academy here, just next to Mercy Mission. We have moved from Vicar's house. We are just next to Victornell Academy, and you can reach us on that number. We'll give you the direction. You can meet me at KAG Springs of Life Chapel in Gilgil, next to St. Patrick's Primary School, and at NHC Maisha hospital in Naivasha, next to Cooperative Bank. And we'll be happy to support you in this relationship journey and support your children to bring up a holistic family that God intended.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for taking your time.
Thank you.
I know it has really been an amazing session for the viewers back at home. And we're hoping Yakomba the family will receive healing through this particular show today.
Thank you so much, Sylvia, for having me.
Yes.
My many thanks to Apostle Kimani and the management, the media board, for just allowing us to be part of what God is doing through the media and even to the community of the Christian and the whole world.
Wow.
Thank you so much for having me.
Amazing.
God bless you.
Maybe I give you this chance to say hi to Mom, because I know she's watching.
I say hi to my wife, Pastor Rachel. Darling, I love you. And thank you so much for all efforts you are putting in. And our elders, Elder Naomi, Elder Dan, and all the leaders in our KAG Springs of Life Chapel and the Springs of Life Chapel with my Bishop, General Superintendent Archbishop Reverend Philip Kitoto, for allowing us even to crisscross and serve through this ministry, and Reverend Itera, my district superintendent. May God bless them, and thank you for the opportunity to serve. God bless you. I love you so much, and thank you for making me who I am. And most to God. This is just a wonderful grace. May God receive all the glory and all the participants with the crew. Thank you. you for also helping me.
Yes.
You are a wonderful moderating through this.
Yes.
May God bless you.
Amen.
Thank you,
so
Sylvia.
much. Oh, thank you so much too.
Amen.
Really appreciate it. Amazing. So that brings us to the end of today's show, but it has really been amazing. We have learned so much, and I'm hoping our families will be restored, our families will receive healing, because it's very important for the family unit to be together. We need to tulisema, so many things stem from a family being broken. So if we can fix up those cracks, we can be able to save ourselves from a lot of trauma later in life. Okay? Amazing. So let us get Did You Know, so that we can know what amazing fact we're sharing with friends, with family, with colleagues. Na inasema, sea otters hold hands while they sleep. Wow, okay. That's nice. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep. So they, okay. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep. That is a very, very amazing fact. You can share it with friends, family, colleagues, depending on where you are. It's a very, very amazing fact. I don't know what sea otters look like, but now I'll go look and confirm what they look like. So, yeah. But that is a very, very amazing, amazing fact. Okay? Yeah, so that brings us to the end. Now, before maybe we officially close this chapter of Relationship Talk Show Tuesday, 19th August, I want us to talk about a few events that are happening. There's a vocational Bible study that started yesterday. Inaanza leo, sorry, 19th to 21st August. From today all the way to Thursday, ina happen ya PP1 to grade 8, okay? Activities ni Bible lessons, kuna prayers, kuna games, kuna puppets, kuna memory verses, kuna movies, kuna song and dance, okay? Time from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Venue Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru. So please, entry ni free. Venye tunaona kwa poster hapo, okay? So parents, tafadhali tulete watoto wetu waweze go through this vocational Bible study, so that even as they are growing physically, they are also growing spiritually, okay? It's very, very important. Kuna items to carry. They need a notebook, a pen, and a Bible. Lunch will be provided, okay? Tuesday all the way till Thursday. If you have any inquiries, there's a number on your screen. You can call it. And the theme is My Help Comes from the Lord, from Psalms chapter 121 and verses 1. Okay? So parents, tafadhali tulete watoto wetu waweze kukua kiroho. Okay? Amazing. So there's also another event that is coming up for the young people, Gen Zs and millennials, and the young at heart. In the house, hello, Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru invites you to come up Hither Youth Prayer Conference, okay? It's going to be happening at Heaven's Gate Prayer Mountain from the 25th to 29th of August 2025, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. Charges are 500 bob peke yake. That is for the standard boarding, okay? From Monday till Friday, 500 bob. You can scan that QR code to register, okay? It's very important. And the theme is Claiming the Heights. Joshua chapter 14 and verse 12. Hashtag rise, hashtag rule, hashtag reform, okay? It is hosted by Apostle John Kimani William and Reverend Naomi Kimani. Kutakuwa na worshippers, Carol Junge and Freedom with Daga, okay? So please make sure as a young person, tumewambia mapema, tulianza from last week, tumekuwa tukiwakumbusha. So right now again, I remind you, that is next week, this coming week. So please, tafadhali, tufanye jambo. And let us show up together, let us get blessed, let us fellowship together, okay? Worship the Lord in your youth. Usingoje wakati ambapo unasema wacha nizeeke kidogo ndo, you know, let me enjoy life, and then when I get older, that's when I'll jump to this other side. No, just as you're young now, you have the energy, you have to just go out there, spread the word, worship, praise, okay? Serve the Lord. Amazing. So that brings us to the end of today's show. I trust and hope it was insightful for you. And whatever tips or whatever things that you have learned, please implement them in your families. Introduce them to your families. Labda wewe peke yako ndo umewatch hii show. Unaweza share the link with your family, your mother, your father, your siblings. And let us try to let us bring back, let us restore the family unit. It's very important for the family to be united. And it is possible, okay? Forgiveness is a very important aspect. So if you're having an issue with forgiveness, pray to God. I've heard of stories where mtu anasema, I don't want to see my mother, I don't want to see my father, I don't want to... Please, nimemsamehea lakini staki, iyo lakini, tutoe iyo lakini, yeah? And the only way we can do that is if we subscribe to God. Subscribe to Jesus. The same way, wewe umefanya makosa mingi, but God is like, okay, I forgive you and call you my own. I bring you back. Sile wewe nimekusamea lakini enda. Imagine kungekuwa hivyo, how bad it will be. It will be really, really terrible. So, yes, those many lessons, share them. And also remember, as we always say here, be kind to someone, okay? Doesn't matter what you're going through, doesn't matter what you're facing. That kindness does go a long way. You could be the reason why someone smiles today, someone decides not to commit suicide, someone decides that they're going to take a step towards getting better. So be kind everywhere you go and to everyone around you. Siseme tena you're going to look at status, so I can be kind to this one. Oh, mwingine service provider, let's just be kind to everyone. Those are some of the gifts and the fruits of the Holy Spirit that we need to, the fruits that we need to exercise, okay? Being generous, being kind, being gentle with people around us. So that is it right here. My name is Sylvia Wanja. See you guys next week, same place, same time, with a different topic altogether. May God bless you, keep you, enjoy the rest of your viewing. Bye-bye.
Gotire
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
Coming up, movie.
Nairobi, a new sound has risen. 96.9 FM, commanding the airwaves, breathing life into every home, a sound of hope, a voice of truth, a well overflowing with living water.
Kuna mipaka tumesukuma, kuna mahali hatukuwa tumefika maeneo katika redio yetu ya MBCI, lakini hayo maeneo sasa Mungu anatupa. Tunaingia Nairobi, tunaingia Mombasa, tunaingia Marindi, tunaingia Ramu.
A station with one divine mission, transforming lives. From soul-stirring worship to life-changing conversations, we speak light into the darkness and faith into the heart of the nation. MBCI Radio, tunabadilisha maisha. Now broadcasting from the heart of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, 96.9 FM and beyond. The sound of heaven, right from where you are. My station, in my city, for revival. MBCI Radio.
Youth of this generation, it is time to rise, rule and reform. Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Nakuru presents the Come Up Hither Youth Prayer Conference happening from 25th to 29th August 2025, Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at Heaven's Gate Prayer Mountain, Nakuru. Join the anointed Apostle John Kimani William,
that God is going to help us to be able to shine,
and Reverend Naomi Kimani.
You can become great, you can go far, you can do many things for God,
as they lead us into powerful sessions of prayer, teaching and impartation. Get ready to be led into deep worship with Carol Njunge.
We lift your name, Almighty God,
and Frida Muidaga. This year's theme is Claiming the Heights, based on Joshua 14:12. Give me this mountain. Entry is only 500 shillings, and yes, it is worth every moment of transformation. Scan the QR code and register now. Let nothing hold you back from your divine elevation. Mark your calendar, invite a friend, and prepare to experience a new dimension of faith and power. Come up hither, because your mountain is waiting. Rise, rule, reform.
Nairobi City, are you ready? The heavens are stirring. A move of God is unfolding. Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Eastern Bypass brings forth Revival Fire Conference 2025. This is not just a gathering, it's a divine appointment. A sound is rising, a fire is burning, revival is here. Lives will be changed, generations will be marked. You cannot afford to miss this. Mark the dates from the 20th to the 24th of August 2025. Time 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Venue Kingdom Seekers Fellowship Eastern Bypass, Nairobi. Guest ministers Apostle John Kimani William, MBCI Director, Bishop Jim Wando, Apostle Dennis Wambugu, Bishop Moses Mbugwa, and Pastor T. Mwangi, Pastor Raphael R.K. Andho, together with other anointed gospel ministers, will be ministering and usher in God's presence. Your host, Reverend Simon and Pastor Ann Mwangi. For more information, call 0721 321 470 or 0724 008758. Mark your calendar, lock the dates. See you there. Your encounter is waiting.
MBCI Television, transforming lives.
I want to run for the office of the governor under this great party, sir. Yes.
Tunde Adegbola has just paid his consultancy fee.
Mr. Tunde Adegbola paid you 60 million naira, 180 million naira. Are you in or out? There is so much poverty in the land. People are going through stuffs. My quest for being the governor of this state is to actually make things work.
So how much are we talking about?
I need at least 500 million naira in my account.
There's this lucrative real estate investment opportunity originating from Dubai, and they're on the lookout for investors. So if you invest 500 million naira, you'll become one of the major shareholders.
Are you confident that this is a good deal?